So, Mr. Governor Como, you want to buy them a drink, get them dinner, so you don't face your billions of dollars in shortfall this year? Because you're taken away from your pocket? You legal thieves is what you are. It's a socialist government inside the government. It's already socialist, so you people would say we don't want to turn into a socialist government. Well, the government's already socialist. They take your money and spread it through all of them. And now Como's facing that big old shortfall. Now he's begging people to stay, that he'll buy them drinks. I'll buy you drinks. I'll take you to dinner, or I'll even cook for you. Come over, I'll cook for you. Oh, man, Clomo. Clowno. Como, I'm glad you ain't the president of the United States. I'll tell you that. And you other people out there, you should be glad he's not the president of the United States. We'd be under big time if he was the president, promoting these riots. It's destroying America from the inside out, is these Democratic governors and mayors. They're destroying America. Once populous cities are going to be turning into nothing. It's going to be a ghost state. And it'll be, with all due respect, Como deserves that. Him and de Blasio, the Clownio, de Blasio the clown, and Como the clown, they both deserve it. I hope these people don't move back to New York, and I hope they lose that money. They need that. You know, de Blasio paints a mural in the middle of the road in front of Trump's Tower, then has 24 cops guarding it 24 hours a day. What in the hell is wrong with you, de Blasio? You ain't nothing but a clown, and I wish they would just recall you and get you the hell out of there. Those residents of New York need to stand up, fight back, stop taking this shit from the left, the far left, and the Democrats. Not all Democrats, but there's a lot of them in there. There's something needs to be done. These idiots can't be left in the office. They can't be. They're destroying America. Get rid of these Democratic assholes. Look what the Plomo says. Here, I'm going to play this for you.
LLY talk to people all day long.
Hold on a minute.
Democratic New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said he was pleading for wealthy New York City residents to return to the city after an exodus following the coronavirus pandemic during a press conference Monday. He talked to people all day long who are now in their Hamptons house who also lived here, or in their Hudson Valley house, or in their Connecticut weekend house, and I say, you got to come back. Cuomo told reporters, "We'll go to dinner. I'll buy you a drink. Come over, I'll cook." 420,000 of New York City's wealthiest residents are believed to have left as the city emerged as the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic in the United States, the Daily Mail reported. The city has reported 223,000 cases and nearly 19,000 confirmed deaths, according to local data. Wide protests and riots over the death of George Floyd also correlated with a significant increase in violent crime. The New York Police Department reported a 130% increase in shootings, 118% increase in robberies and 30% increase in murders during the month of June. Controller Tom DiNapoli said state tax receipts in June fell by $1.5 billion, or 17.3%, compared to last year in a financial report published in July. Consumption tax revenues dropped $1.1 billion and business tax revenues declined by $700 million compared to last year, the New York Post reported.
So, you know, there you go, de Blasio. You're losing all this money because you're letting all these riots take place. They not only left because of the coronavirus was running rampant up there because of those riots, and I'm going to call it what it is. It's riots. It's no longer protests. It may have been at first, but then you got Black Lives Matter is nothing but a cover-up for the Democratic Party. It's just it's a Trojan horse is what it is. But yeah, let's take a listen to old Clomo the Clown. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I can't. I don't know what's going on here. Let's turn the volumes up on it says, so I don't know. But anyway, I'll buy you a drink. Como pleads with wealthy New Yorkers who have fled to come back. And that's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen there, Como. I hope it don't. I hope they stay going. Thus, it's crazy, but I hope they stay going. I hope they don't come back up there with you people until you get better government in there. Not necessarily have to be a conservative or anything like that, but it needs to be someone that's for the state and not for the rioters. BLM's a joke. And I've said this from the beginning. There's more white folk getting killed by cops than there are people of color. But everybody comes back and says, well, there's less black folk. There's less population of the colored folk than there is white. So that doesn't matter. Crime's a crime. You're committing a crime. You don't abide or you don't comply with the law. You threaten them, they're going to take you down. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Sorry. And y'all want law and order. You don't want law and order. These criminals don't want law and order because they want to be able to go out and steal, rob, whatever they can do, pillage, hurt people, rob houses. And some of these robberies are taking place a couple feet, a few feet away from being their homes. They're actually robbing people. The violent crimes and robbery went up about 200% in New York. It's crazy. Yes, it is. Is Como a clown? Yes, he's a clown. He needs to be, I don't know, he's just a clown. A lot of people left New York when that outbreak started running rampant in New York. And the reason why it was running rampant is because the Black Lives Matter protests and riots, the Black Lives Matter riots too, because they're all in on it together. They're all tied in it now. You're all in it together now. Yeah, but the BLM protests, oh no, that's not causing the spread, that's helping it. But you people that were out there protesting the shutdown, now you guys were causing the spread, supposedly. Only you were. But it's all of them. I don't care who you are. If you're out in public, no mask on, you're contributing to the spread of this disease. I don't care what anybody says. I'll argue with you all day long. But yeah, you can come back and say, oh, that's bullshit. You can go, don't have to wear no mask. This is a false thing. It's fake. Yeah, well, you might think it is, but it's not. It's real. It's happening. And when you get it, I don't want to hear you cry. Let's listen to the rest of this shortfall budget crap.
The state's budget deficit is estimated to grow to around $30 billion over the next 2 years, according to the New York Post. Cuomo said he did not want to raise taxes for fear of disincentivizing wealthy New Yorkers from returning. Related, NYC Health Commissioner resigns over
Let's listen to this part.
Disappointment with Mayor de Blasio's handling of the pandemic. Coming back right now. And you know what else they're thinking? If I stay there, I'll pay a lower income tax, because they don't pay the New York City surcharge, he told reporters. Thin budget deficit could result in widespread spending cuts. Democratic New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio authorized substantial cuts after the city faced a nearly $9 billion budget deficit earlier this year, the New York Times reported. Democratic State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins and Democratic Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie said they would support raising taxes, diverging from Cuomo, the Daily News reported. State lawmakers argued that declining revenues would force cuts to healthcare, education, and essential services spending.
See there, Como, what you've caused? You guys in government caused this. Now you want to raise the taxes? You cause more people to leave and the other people really not to come back? Yeah, go ahead there, Andrew. Como the clown. You and de Blasio are sickening. You two are one of a kind. You're both clowns. See, and de Blasio admits that New York City ignored its own permit process for Black Lives Matter murals. These political stunts just to get the Black Lives Matter to vote for you. You know, I don't care who you are. I don't care. They're going to turn on you. They're going to turn on you quicker than shit. And you're sitting there with old Al Sharpton. Honest Al, the devil incarnated. He's the devil himself. He is the devil, Al Sharpton is. I ain't never seen a more evil man than him. A race baiter, starts shit, and then he's nowhere to be found. Then he goes back to his little news show on CNN or wherever he's at and talks this stupid shit. You know what all you guys need to go. You need to take Al Sharpton with you. You know, it's crazy that New York has wasted that much time on this dumbass Como, de Blasio, two clowns that don't know what they're doing in office. De Blasio, he can't even make a sentence, I don't think. You know, it's always what's good for them and not for you. They have their best interest at heart, not yours. They don't have your interest at heart. They want your money to keep their pockets full. Do you think they care about the poor folk of that state? Do you think they're going to lose their money to help out those folk? No, hell no. They're keeping that money in their pocket. That's why they're upset, because all these people are leaving. That's exactly why it is, because the money's leaving not only their state, but their pocket. It's not a joke there, Como and de Blasio. You two are legal thieves. You want to rob from the rich and keep for yourself. You don't care about those other programs. You don't care about educational programs, welfare programs. You don't care about that. If you did at all, you wouldn't have homeless people. You know, you would not have any homeless people. There's some homeless people out there that don't want to have a home, and I understand that. But there's other homeless out there that could use the help, use the hand up to get them started back into it. But you have no intention of helping them. That money ain't going to them. That money's going into your guys' pockets. You're a crooked Democratic governor. And de Blasio's a crooked Democrat mayor. And all these cities that are falling are Democrat ran. Look it up. It's true. People need to get off their high horse, take their little big boy panties and pull them up, and go after these government officials. Recall them. Vote them out of office. Whatever it is you got to do, get rid of these clowns. And to you clowns in Congress, in the United States Congress, I'm talking to you. You're clowns. You're worthless clowns. The Democrats are stupid. Nancy Pelosi is a clown. It's like a circus in there. And y'all think you're going places. You're filling your pockets. Nancy Pelosi with her $24,000 refrigerator full of ice cream. And tells you to go eat cake. What are you going to do about that, folks? She's a California congresswoman. She's the House Speaker. And you can think she only affects California, but you're wrong. Those Democrats affect the whole United States, not just their district. They infect America with hate, greed. Because how do these people on a $145,000 salary live in $25 million homes? Where are they getting that money from? That's crazy. They're robbing America blind. They are robbing you Americans, us Americans. They are robbing us blind. When are you going to stand up for America at whole? When are you going to stand up against these tyrants in the government that are robbing you blind? When are you going to face them? When are you going to stand up and tell them enough's enough? You're no longer in our crown. We don't want you in there anymore. We're voting you out. When are you going to stand up, America? You don't have much time left before America's done sold out to the highest bidder. Because these people only see dollar signs. Whatever can make them money, they'll go for it. They're already trying to sell you out to China. And believe me, them Democrats would have done sold you out if Trump hadn't got in there just in time. And I'm going to tell you now, if you don't vote Trump in 2020, this year, November, America's going to be sold to China. It's going to be China. They already own every damn thing in this country. Trump's trying to get it all back. These Democrats are fighting him tooth and nail not to. They're trying to destroy America. They don't want it back. They're trying to give it away to the highest bidder. Yeah, the highest bidder. So I tell you, stand up, America. Fight back this election day. Fight back. Get them Democrats out of office. Get the Republicans out of office. Get the people in that you know and trust. You can't trust these Democrats and Republicans today. Some of the Republicans are good people in there right now, but they're weak. They're scared. They got their tail between their legs. They're hiding. You need to stand up. You need to stand up to these leftists. These leftist, crazy, done lost their mind Democrats that are taking up for BLM, which if you would really do your due diligence, you would study that BLM and find out that it's nothing more than a political stage for the Democrats. It's a political stage. If Black Lives Matter really thought that their cause was for all lives, but theirs matter because they're getting more people killed than any other race. Is wrong. More black people kill black people than any other race, but they're wrong. The woman yelled, "All lives matter," and this black couple ran up behind her and shot her point blank in the head and killed her after she said, "All lives matter." When they walked by and said, "Black lives matter," she said, "All lives matter." And they do. All lives matter, people. It ain't just about black lives matter. Black people had it rough, but now, I've never witnessed racism and anywhere around this neighborhood. Of course, we don't have that many people of color here, but still, it's sad that it does happen. I know it happens, but I haven't witnessed it myself. But yeah, it's all a Democratic political stage. All the proceeds that Black Lives Matter gets goes right to the Democratic Party. Even though the Democratic Party is the racist party. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. But anyway, guys, it's time to stand up for America. For America as a whole. We need to get rid of these people in government and get into people that we know and we trust, and we'll get stuff done. Enough's enough, folks. Enough is enough. It's time that we stand up for America and the people of America. It's time that we take America back. We stop selling it out to other countries. And by the time we get these Democrats that are not in it for you, they're in it for their pockets, that live in these $1 million homes on $170,000 salary a year that you're paying with your taxes. Well, you make not even half that in most instances. How are they affording these $24 and $25 million homes and a $21,000 refrigerator? 2 of them. How are they affording this, folks? We need to find out why they're so rich and we're so poor. Stand up. Stand up for your country, your countrymen and women. Stand up for your rights. Stand up against BLM. It's a fraud, a scam, a political stage for the Democrats. Remember that. Do your due diligence and study it. Find out all you can about it. Because it ain't going to go away until somebody stands up against it. Until then, we're in trouble, folks. We're sinking fast. So this November, remember, you better vote the right way. All right, folks. Thanks for listening to Jeff's Opinion Post. We'll see you next time. Toodles. Bye, bye, bye.